Hey y'all, this is SCSouthernStyle here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 match. This is from MLG Providence. I know that was a little while ago, but I just got the replays and I decided to go ahead and cast them since I haven't cast in a while, so trying to get back into it before the new semester and trying to get back to my former casting a little bit. This will be oGsMC versus MVPDRG. Dongregu, the blue Zerg, spawning in the 11 o'clock position. His opponent, oGsMC, the red Protoss, spawning in the 7 o'clock position. This is on Tal'Darim Altar. And so the thing about this map is they're not going to be close spawns. It's probably going to see a much more macro style. We will see the Forge Fast expand out of oGsMC. That's one playstyle that a lot of Protoss players are starting to adopt and go to kind of as their preferred style of play, especially against the Zerg. The reason for that being is Zerg definitely wants to get up on bases, so Protoss can counter that by getting on early expansion of their own. Now, the Zerg can punish this by putting on early pressure, but if that pressure fails and they cannot break that hold, the game is pretty much over, because once the Protoss gets going, it's really hard for the Zerg to catch up. What you see a lot of pro Zergs do off of this is, if they see that expansion going down, if they see that second expansion going down, they'll go ahead and take their third to continue to keep that advantage, because they know that if the Protoss is going ahead and getting an early expansion, they're not going to be able to put on any pressure. They're not going to see a 4-gate or a 3-gate robo or anything like that. All of those timings are going to be really delayed, since they spent all that time not only building the Nexus, but also going Forge first. And the reason you see Forge first is get that cannon down for any kind of Zerglings or anything like that, because this does leave you very unprotected for any kind of early Zergling run-bys or anything like that. So MC going ahead and he's sending out 2 probes right now. The reason for that being he wants to make sure that there's not a 6 pool, which there was not out of DRG. Dongregu's spawning pool is now complete. He is going to go ahead and get that queen, that metabolic boost right away. So he has not seen this expansion yet out of MC. So MC's got a little while, and he's going to have the expansion advantage for quite some time over Dongregu, which could be a big deciding factor in this matchup. Now, that front is still wide open for the 2 Zerglings that are on the way, as well as speed. Once they get speed, they're going to be able to do a lot of damage. And there's 4 Zerglings already out. Looks like the expansion wanted to go down, but it was blocked by the MC pylon. But there's the expansion for Dongregu, this probe trying to get back. It's always nice to keep your scouting probe just as one less worker that you have to worry about replenishing. Now, 1 cannon is complete. This pylon will not reach that cannon, but I don't see this pylon going down anytime soon, just because, I mean, it would take a lot of Zerglings to try and kill that pylon while that cannon is just knocking away at him, and I don't... Okay, there's the overlay. So Dongregu does know that MC did go Nexus first, so he is starting to work on these rocks. He is probably going to throw down his third very, very quickly. The scouting probe is going to get cleaned up. The Nexus is already complete, though, for MC, so he's going to have a pretty heavy income advantage for a little while, and he's going to have that advantage worker count. What's Dongregu doing behind this? He needs to drone up really hard to try and catch up on that advantage. You can see he's down three workers right now. He hasn't put any in gas. It's just all been on mining, and there was the big MC transfer on probes. And we've got a Stopper, Warp Gate Tech. This Overlord is going to sit right... I actually think that that Overlord will not be spotted. That's kind of the sweet spot right there. I think there's one of those on each of the bases where you can stick an Overlord right there. He'll see right into that path between the main and the natural and will not be able to be spotted. So MC does have full saturation on the gas, and like I said, Dongregu went ahead and got that 3rd expansion, and he's just going to try and catch up to MC, and it looks like the Zerglings do have wings now, so they will be, as you can see, spreading out all over the map. Very nice map control by Dongregu, and look, that Stalker walks right under the Overlord, but cannot see it at all. this Overlord's going to be able to stay here and get as much scouting information as he wants until we get an observer or any kind of air unit out. We will not. That Overlord will not be any kind of threat or trouble. What do we see out of MC out of this? We see 2 starports go down. Now these are hidden way behind, so this Overlord will not be able to scout that, but he does look like he's going to be moving out to scout. Will it be able to see it in time? He's got a long way to go. And the stalker is way out of position to be able to try and come and get this. Uh-oh. It does look like there is a gap right there that those Zerglings could get into, but is this Overlord going to see that those 2 starports? It's going to be a huge deal if he sees those starports. And there he goes. The stalker is starting to whittle away on that Overlord's life, but oh, he sees the 1 and the 2nd starport. And what do we see immediately out of Dongrigu? We see spore crawlers going down, 2 more queens being made. Immediate reaction to the double starport. We will probably be seeing a Hydralisk Den as well, as he did cancel the Roach Warren. And does he have Lair Tech already? Lair Tech is not on the way yet, so we will not see a Hydra Den. The way he's going to be able to counter this right now is with spore crawlers and more queens. And that's actually not a very safe spot. If MC gets enough Void Rays up, he's really not even going to care about those spore crawlers. And here he goes, starting to get a charge up on those on that Void Ray. He's got 2 Phoenix as well, which can do a lot of queen harass. That's 1, 2 queens that he can pick up with that. And with these 3 bases spread out, he can pretty much go anywhere he wants. Now up to 2 Void Rays and 2 Phoenix. He can pretty much just pick and choose which base he wants to take out. 2 more Phoenix join the fleet, and we got 3 gateways going down. Warp Gate Tech already complete. It seems like he did block himself in with that pylon. That's why the Zerglings didn't run up there. Looking to move out with the main force, trying to find a place to poke and prod, but there's really not a good place for these units to get any kind of damage done. But oh my gosh, 3, 5 queens here. That's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to need to take these out real quick, because those Void Rays are going to get taken out very quickly. Is he going to be able to micro them? Ooh, is that Void Ray going to die? No, he gets to keep the Void Ray, and these Phoenix is doing a good job lifting up those queens, but it looks like, oh, come on, Dongrigu, you got to focus down the weakened one. Oh, but he does not. Gets a lot of kills with these Phoenix, doing a whole lot of damage there, and pretty much all of the queens are pretty much cleaned up right now. Let me go ahead and turn down the volume just a wee bit. It seemed a little bit loud. And this queen pops and immediately goes down. That spore crawler way out of range, and these Void Rays are fully charged. They need to switch onto that spore crawler before this Void Ray gets taken out. But it does look like that Void Ray will go down with fully charged. What do we see behind us? We see 2 more Phoenix. This is quite a flock of Phoenix that we have right here. And they're just going to pick up the queen and just annihilate that queen, not even really caring about the spore crawler. And it looks like this hatchery will, in fact, go down. So Macro Hatch lost in the main. Do we have a Hydralisk Den yet? No, we do not. We don't even have a lair yet out of Dongrigu. What is he doing here? All MC has to do is basically hole up his main, and he's got this secured. You see he's throwing down more gateways. Robotics Facility, Twilight Council, he is doing really well right now. I mean, we look at the worker count. Income tabs showing Dongrigu is in a little bit of an advantage right now, just because of those 3 bases and the 10 worker advantage, but he lost that Macro Hatch. He lost a lot of units, a lot of queens there. If you look at the units lost tab, quite a bit of damage being dealt there. And Lair finally working for Dongrigu. We may see some Hydralisk come out of that. So more than likely going to see, once this Robo finishes, we will see Colossus come out of that, as that is one of the metagames that Protoss like to do, is show that early starport aggression and then get your opponent to switch into Hydras and then go Colossus. But ooh, it does look like a couple of units are caught outside of the main and will get cleaned up by this big Zergling army, but more Zealots and Sentries warping in. With this many Zealots, they will be able to create a good surface area to be able to stop those Zerglings. But, oh no, they are going to run in! This is going to be very bad for MC. He's got to warp in some more units, because these Zerglings stream right into the mineral line, and there they go, going to be doing a lot of damage there. few Zealots being warped in here. What do we got working out of the Twilight Council? Nothing working out of the Twilight Council. More Zerglings being produced. Just sentries and Zealots being produced for MC right now, but he's going to be able to clean up these Zerglings. And another swarm of Zerglings look like they're going to make it in, and they do. They get a nice surround on those sentries. One sentry will survive, but the rest of the Zerglings will get cleaned up by those cannons. We got a couple more Zerglings kind of just chilling out around the map. These Phoenix can do, now they're not very good against picking up individual Zerglings, as those are very small units, and it's kind of a waste of the Graviton Beam. But we do have 17 Hydras on the way. Ground level 1 weapons are almost done for MC. We are working, Dongrigu is working on the range upgrade for his Hydras, and it looks like he's going to take an expansion out by his opponent there. And, these Zerglings are going to get cleaned up very easily, as there's a lot of sentries and Zealots are going to be able to handle that very, very easily. And the 4th expansion for Dongrigu very, very aggressively and kind of risky, taking the, nice worker harass there, up to 17 workers killed for MC, 12 for Dongrigu, so kind of even exchange on the workers killed there, and that is a lot of Hydras. We need to see either Colossus or Charge out of this army, because those Zealots will be cleaned up very, very quickly, as will the sentries by those Hydralisks. So there is the Robotics Bay. We will see a Colossus coming out fairly soon. Oh no, those Phoenix don't need to fly right over there. Oh wow, look at how fast those Hydras just demolished those Phoenix. No, not even any upgrades on those Hydras, and they just basically one-shot all of those Phoenix. There he goes, trying to use up some of that energy with the Graviton Beam on those Phoenix before they eventually do get taken out. Almost taken out by those Phoenix, but nice hold here on the ramp. If he can get some good, if he can get in on those Hydras, that's going to be the key, because those Hydras are a lot of DPS. They're weak, but they have a lot of DPS. As you can see, he needs to cut this army. Not the best force fields in the world, but nice pickups with the Phoenix. Able to pick up a lot of those Hydras. But here's the problem, is those force fields are now blocking the Zealots. But nice use of the Stalkers on the high ground. Will he be able to clean this up? The Guardian Shield doing a lot of help here. I don't know if he's going to be able to clean this up. There are still a lot of Hydras there. There are 8 Hydras still on the field. And all he's got left there is Charge now complete for these Zealots. So he needs to start warping in. Zealots, what has he got behind this? He's building Hydras, Roaches. So he's got another army just streaming in to buffer this. As you see, there's more Roaches and more Roaches. And Dongrigu is ready to attack again, where MC is kind of back on his heels. Nice force fields there. He needs to pull that Zealot. Does lose the Zealot, but is going to be taking out some of these Roaches. The Roaches are going to try and focus fire that Immortal as they do get him down, but how much losses did they take? Really, at this point, it doesn't matter. Dongrigu just has the overwhelming force. There's more units streaming in to reinforce this, and MC is back, just pushed up against the wall here. More Roaches streaming in, more Hydras streaming in. What does MC have left? He's got 4 Stalkers against 10 Hydras and 23 Roaches. He's not going to be able to hold this. This is going to go to Dongrigu, but very nice recovery by Dongrigu, able to hold off that double starport pressure and just turn around and put the hurt on MC. So first game, gonna go to Dongrigu. He's just cleaning up here, doing a little bit of manor burrowing there. And really there's no way the MC can be able to hold this off, as Zerg units are just streaming into his natural now. Now granted they are weakened, but full health ones are coming behind to help bolster this up. One Colossus is on the field doing a lot of damage. Got 3 kills on it already, but he's not going to be able to do the damage that he needs to. Trying to do a little bit of Colossus micro by picking it up in the Warp Prism. Very nicely done, but it's going to get... and it does get cleaned up. These Zealots, there's the GG by MC. So game number 1 going to go to going to go to Dongrigu. oGsMC beaten out whenever he tried to do the double starport. I don't think he got the Colossus out quick enough to be able to counter that many Hydras and Roaches, so that's kind of the big factor that I saw there, is he didn't get that Robotics Bay up. I mean, his first Colossus came out way, way late, So that was kind of I think the deciding factor there was not having the Colossus ready in time, and Dongragu just took advantage of it and just pushed straight up into his main. So we'll go straight into game number 2 of MC versus Dongragu from MLG Providence.